Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending from where you're watching this Sunday throughout the world. How are you guys doing this Sunday? Well, second Sunday of 2021. We have another 50 to go. I'm trying to reflect on what's the purpose of this year for me. And today I had another dream. It seems to be having a recurring dream that I like to share with you guys. One of the dreams I've been having is about peace. Sometimes we run for prosperity. We keep ourselves busy because we want to make money, because we want to buy a car, we want to buy a house, we want to get married, we want to have children, we want to travel, vacation, and everything. When everything goes into a standstill, you start realizing what really matters. You realize that everything is built on a solid foundation called peace. You can't have prosperity if it can be taken away from you because of some sort of conflict. And this recurring dream has been this song. It sounds like, I don't know if you ever heard, it's called Let There Be Peace on Earth and Let It Begin With Me. And in this conflict time, a lot of people feel threatened, afraid, and want to fight back. You can see that language is always fight, fight, fight. When there's a very known trigger that's used in media, it's called the kidnapping of the amygdala. Amygdala is that gland in our body that has been developed to give us a quick response in face of a threat, the flight or fight response. Whether you're gonna run away from a Tyrannosaurus Rex or a lion that showed up in the savannah 50,000 years ago, or if you're gonna fight another animal or another threat that showed up. And this goes before our capacity of reason. Now, I don't say there are no lions and no threats that need immediate attention in our lives, but I say that's like 10%, maybe it's less than 1% of our life. 99% of our life is not to be jumping into snap judgment. And I believe that we've been played by many interests to respond to our amygdala for fake threats, whereas the real threats we really don't pay attention to. It's like, look at the shiny object over here, and then the whole thing is happening right here, and that's where we should be focusing. Well, so this thing about building peace, I think it's starting with us, with ourselves, by acknowledging we have this trigger. The amygdala response is vicious, and by trying not to fall for it and put yourself in more peaceful circumstances before you decide things in life. I like to come here and meditate every morning because it's a peaceful lake, peaceful place. It gives me some peace of mind and put things into perspective. Like the sky is always gonna be there even after I leave, and water is always gonna be here, and we are gonna pass. So remembering that, take this moment peacefully and savor it. Don't let it go by with your anger or with your fear. Those anger and fear are taking you away from gratitude. And gratitude is acknowledging all that's good around you. And if there's nothing good around you, you can do something good, like a smile, a laugh, and a share of a good story. So this thing about let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. The dream tonight I had were these people in this movement all over the world. They were called the Prince of Peace. And I said, who are you guys? What are you doing in these ghettos, in these war zones? And how are you putting your life at risk to bring peace? He says, because we're the Prince of Peace. Princess of Peace. I said, Princess of Peace? Where are you from? He said, yeah, we're the sons of the King of Peace. He sent us out to build peace and unity throughout the world. And that kind of relates to my life. What's my purpose in life? I kind of was born into this global organization that was really meant after the Second World War to build unity for peace in the world. There's no prosperity, there is nothing if there is no peace. But just like the foundations, once it's there, nobody really values them. But if the foundation starts to falter, everything you build on top starts to crumble. So why do we need to build peace? We need to build peace because everything depends on it. And how do you build peace? By acknowledging that we are in this together. This is our spaceship. It's called Earth. And doesn't matter where we were born or what, we're gonna end our lives here, and meanwhile might as well get along, because that is the reason why we're in a short life here, to experience how to get along with each other and how to grow with each other and how to learn with each other and how to develop each other and how to build bridges between each other. And instead of a race to the bottom, let's remember we're doing a race to the top. In the end of all of our lives, we're gonna come up in front of whoever created us and show what we did with what he gave us. So might as well not keep our things to ourselves, but share to multiply, divide to multiply. Another story about unity that I keep reflecting on is our body. Our body is made of trillions of cells, independent little cells, but they collaborate in one body. If you trip over and hurt your toe, and if you see the toe as a separate entity from your body, you don't care for it, you don't even look after the wound. And eventually, if they have to cut your toe off, you say, who cares, it's not part of my body. Now, that doesn't make any sense. The toe is part of your body. And if you are aware that this unity of your body, you care for your toe even if it's in the bottom of your body, whenever it gets hurt, so it doesn't spread the infection into your whole body and doesn't hurt and your toe heals. Same thing with society. When there are people in hurting, if you say, who cares, they're not me, eventually it will bite back and it'll hurt all of us. Now if we care for the ones in need, we're caring for ourselves. And that's building peace and through unity, acknowledging that whatever I do to the others, I'm actually doing to myself. So in this week where there's lots of conflict and division and lots of problems to solve, keep in mind that you're here to help those that need it. There's nobody that is so poor that cannot give anything, cannot share anything, and there's nobody that's so rich that has nothing, that needs nothing. So in other words, we're built in relationship. We're built to relate with each other, and that's what makes unity and peace. May that happen here in the United States and in every single place in the earth, that we recognize each other as interdependent and do to the other as we would like it to be done to ourselves. That's the golden rule in every religion, in every philosophy, and that's what's making peace and unity. And that depends only in each one of us doing our part. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Have a blessed weekend, blessed Sunday, and a wonderful week.